Michelle Beadle is with us.
Woo-hoo.
Here on Zolak and Bertrand, host of Beadle and Decker weekdays noon to 3 on Mad Dog Sports Radio on Sirius XM. And I've been waiting to ask you this question.
Uh-oh. Oh, dear.
Get ready.
What's the interview process like when you go to Mad Dog Radio? Does Mad Dog sit you down and tell?
And just start quizzing you on 1930s baseball? No, I wouldn't have gotten a job.
Like, is he involved in the process? Does he
I
ask
don't
you
think
to,
so. I'm not 100% sure he knows Cody's name yet. I think he
Probably doesn't.
I think he calls him Corey, and we're working. And there's a dinner tonight, so I'm like, I'm going just for morbid curiosity to see how this will play out because I have no idea. I'm not sure he knows.
I would love to be a fly on the wall at that dinner.
Yeah,
I would like to see how Mad Dog acts at dinner.
I mean, we see him when he comes in after us in studio in New York, and it's just kind of a weird, surreal presence. But he's calm. But then you look up on the screen, like if he's on ESPN that day, and you're like, that's not the same person. He's crazy.
I absolutely love him.
He's insane.
Yeah, he's insane.
And I
so
gotta
much
say,
energy.
he's got the weirdest handshake I've ever seen.
Does he?
Oh yeah, go to shake his hand.
Go to shake his hand.
God,
Shake his
okay,
hand.
so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
And his hand like flexes out in this weird way, and you're like, what do I do with that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I've not shaken his
It's
hand.
eccentric.
And he's honestly, he's
Good word. Good
I
word
love
for
him.
that.
He's the best. Such a fan.
I know. I mean, maybe he doesn't know my name.
She said she got in her car and drove here from L.A. It's nice.
Yeah, it's
We
the
had to
best.
fly 6 hours from Boston. Got connected
that's
and
long
When
back.
did you leave LA?
I left 27 minutes before the rain started. 'Cause,
I was gonna say,
I paid
it's-
attention.
It's bad.
Yeah.
There's people that can't get here that have had.
So I
booked
do
flights.
I do a thing for FanDuel with Chandler Parsons, who is one of the people who's won life. Just money just keeps pouring in somehow to him, and he was like shocked yesterday when the flights kept getting moved. I'm like, this is a historic storm that they've told us about for a week. So he's driving this morning at 5 a.m.
Huh.
I'm like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Nothing. You drive.
So you drove here faster than we could fly here.
100%.
This week.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So this week on the show, what's your big Super Bowl topic and angle?
I'm trying to avoid all things Taylor Swift. Yeah. How are you guys feeling about that?
Well,
I don't mind it.
You done with
I'm a
it?
massive.
I like
You're
it.
Swiftie?
I have
You
two
big
older daughters.
Swiftie,
yeah.
I've been to 7 of her shows.
Oh, my
you
God.
are.
this is
I
a
paid
Swiftie.
about $4,000 for front row seats last year at Gillette Stadium.
That's one concert.
That's face value. Just one concert.
He's very wealthy.
There were 10
Very wealthy.
There were 10 people. One of my producers.
He's also
Jill
winning
Alf.
at life,
my
Michelle.
Jim Alf and his daughter went.
He's
Money's
winning
just
at life.
pouring in.
Right.
We're doing all right, but I love her music, and I'm just like, what drives me nuts is like when they do the recap package of the game.
Yeah,
and there's 10 big games, but 10 big plays in the game, and they got to show her jumping and waving.
One shot.
That's one of the big plays.
I know.
And I know it's only 35 seconds in totality of the 3 hours of sports that we watched that day.
But you know what? We haven't had to see as much Brittany Mahomes. And there's a silver lining in everything.
And I wonder how Brittany Mahomes feels about that.
She does
I wish
not
she
like
has
it.
been erased. She's been erased.
She can't like that. She can't.
It's all Taylor. And she got a little love because then you had that little handshake.
Yeah.
Remember in
And
the
they're
early
best friends
days.
now. So,
But then that kind of then became about Taylor.
What about
But
the
then-
brother?
I know.
What about the brother?
We cancel the brother.
Yeah.
We don't want the brother.
Yeah.
poor father.
That's a tough brother. I mean,
Last night I went over opening night, and I was standing in front of Mahomes' podium.
Oh, man.
And someone asked him about his father's DUI arrest
did?
this week. Yeah, I mean,
I guess you
knew,
have
you
to,
knew you
right?
have to
Yeah.
ask. And he said, that's just and he handled it so well because he handles everything
pretty
so
good.
well. And he said, that's just a family situation that,
Good
I'm going
answer.
to leave as a family situation, and that's what it is. And I thought to myself, this poor guy. He is so
wife,
good at
Yep.
what he does. He's so, by all accounts, he's so good to people. He's a winner, and he's got, that situation that he's got to deal with. He's got to deal with his brother's arrest and that case. He's got to deal with a wife who's been erased by Taylor Swift.
Right.
Right.
Lord.
He's got a
Sometimes.
lot to deal with outside of. He's got a lot of family
He's a
situations.
Exactly. Sometimes you have to say, like, everybody can't come with you, but you're usually talking about your friends.
I mean,
But in this case, it's family. Okay,
all
sometimes,
family.
like, just get out of the way. But I want to ask you this, Michelle. You've done everything journalistically. I'm seriously asking
Small
this.
J, but
I'm
yeah.
asking this question though. I understand it's Patrick Mahomes Sr. The man shares your name, so you have to ask the question. But at what do you think? What are we looking for with that?
because
Like,
what is the answer you want?
Yeah, where do you go with that?
Maybe he has a problem. This is his third one. I mean, I guess we could.
Is there any
guess that.
elaboration? Like, tell me
Not
more.
Really. It's like you think he's for it. I'm pretty sure he's against it. Like it's one of those things where if you don't bring it up, you kind of dropped the ball. But you're right. What is the answer you're looking for here? There's really not one. Because didn't Andy Reid have to deal with this with his kid?
Oh, yeah.
So it's yeah, I guess we just want them to say that. It's a family deal and we're not really going to talk about
Brett
it.
Reed,
And then we all move on.
Check the box.
Yeah, check. I asked.
That editor asked, I asked that question. Yeah, I asked,
Yeah,
I
because
asked it.
imagine there would be that one person that would be like, why hasn't anyone asked him about his dad? Like, well, what's the point? I'm with you, though. I think that about a lot of questions.
Yeah.
I'm like, what was the point
Where are we
of that
going? Yeah,
question?
where are we going with this?
Who's
Bad
who's
journalism.
the craziest co-host you worked with?
Oh, my gosh.
Like, you can wake up in the morning, like, oh, God, I got to do this again today.
I mean...
I mean, we know the Greenberg stuff, but...
Yeah, get crazy. He gets wild. No, Greeny's like
Yeah,
the
he's
nicest
another
person.
intense, like, down the middle
God, you're
guy.
right.
Yeah.
I'm surrounded by
You worked with some
intensity.
you've worked some wackies.
I really have.
Yeah.
I mean, Colin Cowherd back in the day was, he just sort of said, he still says weird things, though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So that maybe hasn't changed
We
at all.
play a lot of it.
We play a lot of his stuff.
Yeah. Even when he's wrong, he doubles down, and I
Hot
respect
takes.
that.
Exactly. He's got a really thoughtful, a thoughtful progression
It's
of the
more laid
weird
back,
idea.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
He leans
Well,
into the
California,
weeds.
Easy
California.
listening, yeah.
He was one of the first to head west from Bristol. So, yeah, he got chill real quick. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. There's some weird ones. We've had guest hosts before, like Joel McHale, who wrecked an entire set. That was fun. I was like, that person's
What do you mean
not.
wrecked?
What-
Like
Like,
we had,
physically wrecked
yeah,
the
like,
set?
like we had a football set and all these cutouts, and he just wrecked all of them. And I was like, okay, so that's
All
the thing
right.
that just
Was
happened.
he trying to be funny?
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unless we want to start a
Joel
rumor,
McHale.
but we
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, it's funny, hilarious. Hilarious. Let's
We're well
destroy
listened to if you want to start it.
I mean, we start the rumor and see what happens.
Let's destroy the equipment that's worth millions of dollars.
No, it was like
This
all
is
the
funny.
cardboard, all those dumb
Standees.
cutouts, and
Standees.
very Travis Scott Grammys.
So if you eliminate the Taylor Swift
Yeah.
storylines,
Brock Purdy.
All right, what Brock
That's
Purdy?
my yeah. That's
so
the,
are you?
what is this?
Are you a believer?
I am a believer because how can I not? I mean, we're here, not in spite of him. So I feel like, okay, let's see what this kid can do. I'm nervous for him because there's so many of us that want to say "told you," but I don't know why we're still doing that. The numbers are there, his stats are there from the year. He's very chill. Again, very quiet, nerdy. Kind of doesn't. I don't know. Maybe he's got some good skeletons in his closet. I'll
What if
wait
he
for those.
beats Mahomes?
That's. I mean, what does the world do?
Because we deal with Brady. Like, we've done.
Yeah.
I've called 5 Super Bowls with Tom in it.
That's why
I mean,
he's so wealthy.
I know.
Yeah.
where the
No,
money
but
came
like,
from.
and it's been 2 weeks of us just getting it shoved down our throats that he's
There it
already
is.
there. He's already. Like, I have the line: if he wins on Sunday, meaning Mahomes, yeah, it's halftime. Go get some oranges. You're only halfway
That's
to Brady.
awesome.
That's been going around.
I like
but
that.
we've been inundated with he's already past Brady.
Yeah.
What if he
no.
loses to Purdy?
Is that like a double loss? Do we
I
count
would
that
say
as
it would
two?
count. I think there's more pressure on Mahomes in this game than people think.
Even if he's the although it's hard for me to
He's
keep
the most
saying they're the
experienced.
underdog. Yeah, he very much so is. He's the guy that we
Yeah.
look to he's the Steph Curry of the NFL. Like, I'm not betting against him, but I would like to see Brock Purdy shock the world. I think it'd be fun.
Be a second Super Bowl loss. Lost once to Brady, once to Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy, same thing. Same
So-
exact person.
If you're a Purdy believer, where do you stand on the Mahomes, the thing that Zoe was talking about? Mahomes, GOAT.
Yeah,
and not maybe the
dynasty.
GOAT's aggressive, but
It is.
Where is he in the all-time mix, or is that too early for that
I mean, it
conversation?
feels early. The fact that he's 28, that we could have 10 more years of this, and if he's on that Brady trajectory, then my goodness, it would be hard not to talk about him. But I'm with you. I kind of feel like I get it. Our attention spans are short. We want the next thing that's coming. He's the next thing that's coming, but I don't know that we're there yet. I'm sure Brady, I'd love to be a fly on that wall when he's talking about it with his actual friends.
How weird is it having the Chargers in LA?
No one cares.
It's unbelievable. They should have stayed in San Diego.
It is such a point of contention. I wonder if Harbaugh will sway some folks that have been on the fence. I mean, I guess that's the point, right? But no one cares.
Really?
To
So-
not have a home field at all is a weird
So
situation.
define no one cares. Like, give
I don't
us
know any-
give us a picture of
The two people I know that support the Chargers are the two dudes that I know that played for them. Marcellus Wiley and
you have
Sean
to,
Merriman. That's
We're going to Merriman.
We're having Merriman
Yeah,
later today.
exactly.
you've reduced it to two people.
It's two people. That's all
you
I
know.
I only know two. And they were players.
Those guys,
I don't,
but those guys played
exactly.
in San Diego.
wore that
Yeah, and
So they
did.
appreciate it more.
They did.
They appreciate it more.
I don't
when
know
it was
a fan.
real.
I don't know one
Yeah.
Chargers fan,
So what
and
do they
it's
do?
sad.
What do they do with that great song though? Do they still play that song?
I don't, mate. But if have you been to SoFi when they're home? It's,
Yes, so it's one of my biggest complaints. I hate doing the games at SoFi because When we've done Rams
Yeah.
at SoFi,
Yep.
we've done the Chargers. The Chargers is like an NBA game. They crank the music up so and the board up top. We can't hear ourselves on the broadcast.
I don't like that.
And the fans, you could tell on the jump, fans aren't cheering, but it's
a sad existence.
it's piped in.
That,
No,
I don't
but
like
it's like
that.
a show.
It's
Yeah.
like you're not fooling anyone, and it's irritating.
Yeah.
Maybe
Great
this would be
uniform,
different.
though.
Hardball,
Great
one of the
uniform.
best uniforms, and it's Southern California. It should be a hit, but I think ownership's hated so much at this point. It's tough. So maybe if they sell
Yeah.
to someone that we've all decided we love.
Yeah, I was going to say, does it say more about the Chargers moving to L.A. or about L.A. itself that people don't care?
Well,
the Chargers.
Because L.A.
It's
is a
more
sports
A,
market.
yeah.
I mean,
true, but they did
Gets
buy
a bad
into the
rap.
Rams, like when they brought them back, which was weird too, because you had fans that weren't fans. I think they wanted to be a fan of an NFL team, and it was there. But you would thought, Chargers didn't have the same success. So sad. What a waste. by
Rams
the way.
did fill up a high school stadium, half of it for their send off.
yeah,
So that was good. We
parade.
had 60,000 at ours. It's crazy.
That's right.
That's the difference.
Good God.
Yeah.
yeah.
I know. But you guys are like, that's
Okay.
dynasty. You guys
From-
have.
Well, we need it back.
Yeah.
We need a
Boring
national perspective
Okay,
now,
here we
an
go.
outsider's
Jeez.
perspective.
Uh-oh.
How bad are the Patriots? Where are they right now in the big picture?
Well, they're not great. I mean, it's not nobody's watching. How about that? But I do think that it's crazy that we finally have a new era. And it's nothing against Bill Belichick. Obviously, that was an amazing time. But I didn't think I'd see this. And now we're going to have a brand new, fresh start. And you've got Gerard Mayo and things. I hope. It has to get better. I'm like trying to give you guys good news. I'm
Yes,
like,
we
I
don't
don't
need
know.
it.
No,
Yes,
no.
kill Belichick. Don't do
I'm
that.
not sure it will.
I wasn't shocked he didn't get a job necessarily. Were you guys
Yeah.
I was
shocked?
surprised. I would not say shocked.
Let me ask you this. Why is it that we want to start new jobs in our 70s? I don't.
You're 70?
No, I'm not, but I'm going to be. Thank you. Thank you. I look great.
I look amazing. I'm 74. I look great.
Addict. You're addict.
Crazy.
You're addicted to your work. Like I deal with him differently. He's a maniacal freak about
I can see that.
about the game, and that's all he knows.
So is he shocked he didn't get a job?
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but when Brady came out, we all thought when Brady hit free agency, there was going to be 20 teams interested.
100%.
There are really only two. It was
Which is-
Tampa and L.A. Chargers, San Diego.
Same thing.
We thought there'd be 5 takers for Belichick. We thought he was going to Dallas. Jerry's going to fire
Still
McCarthy.
think he might.
Yeah, next year, hopefully.
I got
think
one
he
more
just
quick one
lingers.
for you before
Yeah.
you go. Can the Celtics win it all?
Oh, my God. Okay. I think
I
the
knew you'd
East,
have something on this.
The East
Follow
is
up with
so
Marcus Smart.
it's so open. Am I wrong? Does it not feel like this is now the Sixers are done. I don't buy the Bucks at all. I don't even know what that is right now. Celtics, you guys know it's the depth issue, so we'll see how it gets there. But it's a year in which the Knicks are fun and the Cavs are fun, and I don't know if that's going to run out at some point. It hasn't yet necessarily, but if they don't do it this year, I don't know what the
Yeah.
excuse is because this is an open year in the East for real.
They should do it.
They should do it. They have to do it.
When will your Spurs win another championship?
Oh man, we're just basking in the glow of Wemby right now and waiting to see what the plan is.
Okay,
It's
so
fun to watch.
you don't know.
No, I was thinking
5
3
years?
seasons,
Oh,
seasons to
three.
be like
3.
relevant again. Yeah.
Okay.
God, I mean, this has been tough to say. 'Cause I said that before the season started. Now the season started. I'm like, maybe 4, maybe 5.
Yeah, as great as he is, they're still pretty terrible. I'm
I
shocked at how
know.
bad they are.
And then they have flashes where you're just like, oh, okay, that's some, and then poof, it's gone. It is, But as a Spurs fan, we've had these before. We've had these stretches, so you just kind of remember those times. And then Timmy came, and the whole world changed. So we just wait.
All right, Michelle Beadle, you got to go do your own show
Oh, right,
in
right,
a
right.
little bit. So
We appreciate it.
thank you for
Yeah.
being here. Beadle and Decker, noon to 3, Mad Dog Sports Radio, Sirius XM. I can't wait to hear about the dinner.
I can't either now.
Let us know how it goes.
Go
I'm
and
going to shake his hand. It's the one thing I'm doing tonight.
Look at the hand.
Michelle Beadle. I know. I'm nervous about it, too, now. Like, one of my clammy hands is going to get mad. Like, all right, I got it.
But just make sure you look at it.
Just,
yeah, just go in.
I'll have someone tape it.
All right, good.